Chaos Origins. I'm excited for this one, man. First video on a new channel, and I decided to spoil myself. I rarely open boxes of anything, and never do. That's just not a thing. Not my first rodeo on the internet, but I am launching a brand new channel here without any kind of promotion, because this one's just for me. If the algorithm did something weird, and you stumbled across this, and you do happen to already know who I am, cool, hi, welcome, but again, this is just for me. I'm not realistically expecting basically anyone to see this video, and I don't need to care about numbers. I'm just here to have a good time. And it should be a good time. The main thing I'm hunting for here is the Light and Darkness ritual stuff, because I do want to potentially play branded Light and Darkness ritual in the meantime over the course of the summer. But that said, I'm likely not going to have a ton of time to play that much Yu-Gi-Oh! This summer. The main thing I'm prepping for is in September, when the new Dark Magician stuff comes out. I really do want to play Ritual of Light and Darkness Dark Magician. The nostalgia factor is there, but honestly, the Magician of Black, Chaos, Blackluster Soldier stuff, hey, speak of the devil, is not really that high on the nostalgia list for me. I just really like the playstyle, and it's powerful, and it does play very nicely with Dark Magician. Oh, we also have the Angel Lucky stuff, though. This is cool, too. Really neat looking card. The playstyle of kind of simulating chess is interesting. I know there's some hype around these guys as well. That might be a thing. Shamanite, Shaman Knight. Okay, localizers, you're a little pleased with yourself on that one. New normal monster. I'm happy they're still making these. I kind of have this pipe dream of maybe owning every normal monster at some point, at least every English printed one. And I have plans for this channel that actually need a whole bunch of normal monsters. Yeah, I have irons in the fire, I promise. I know this is an extremely humble first project, but it won't stay like that forever. But again, like I said, for now, I'm just here to have a good time. Superconductive Plasma Blast, Sorcerer of the Swamp. Oh, apparently this one has some cool fusion package stuff with dinosaurs, funny enough, which I actually own. Sacred Beasts, Invoked. I am kind of curious about the new Invoked stuff as well. Blitzclick, not so much. I'm probably not going to play it. That is kind of a crazy card, though. A Searcher that also recycles itself back to your hand if you destroy something else, which I know is like their whole thing. Melfi Playtime Surprise, new Melfi stuff, I forgot about that. I love Melfi, it's the kind of thing that can only exist in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know this one is getting hype among branded players. Takes one spellcaster and one non-spellcaster to make. Okay, so it's super poly support, like that card needed to be better. More Angel Lucky, Blitzclick, round 3, Melfi. Phantom Knights, oh yeah, there's new Phantom Knights, I kind of forgot about that. I don't know if it's any good, I haven't heard much about it, which kind of makes me think no. Light and Darkness Ritual, we got the ritual spell itself. Okay, we're starting to assemble stuff. This is just a common, nothing fancy, but again, irons in the fire. This is new Sacred Beast stuff. Yeah, Sacred Beast is not my era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Nostalgia, but that is a sick looking card, I can't deny that. And we have Imposter Shift, Mythical Beast, Angel Lucky again, Blitzclick 4. Sacred Spirit Sword Aos. This is Invoked. Yeah, I am kind of interested in the Invoked stuff as well. I have all the old Invoked cards at least, and they are fun. Melfi, Crackle Blitzclick. I don't know much about you. Is that a secret rare? Yeah, so I'm assuming it's good, because I think these are poised to be like a meta archetype. During your opponent's turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, you can reveal this in your hand, destroy that monster, and if you do, special summon one thunder monster from your hand. That is crazy. What? Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon effect monsters except from the hand. Okay, so it locks you out of everything, including the extra deck. I knew that was their playstyle. Again, I'm not really planning to play Blitzclick, but that is a cool card. Angel Lucky, Thundercrash Snarecrow, S-Force World Sorting, Elf Notes. Definitely no Elf Notes for me either. If I'm going to be playing spellcasters, they're going to be dark spellcasters. More Phantom Knights, Greylayer, Sacred Beast Thunderclap, S-Force Origin, Martyr of the Sacred Beasts. That is a sick looking card again. I wish these guys were a little bit more of my thing, because man, they look really cool. I don't know if they're any good or not. Sacred Beasts, I don't think have ever really been particularly good, apart from like little bits and pieces of their cards being used in better decks, like better Fiend stuff. But I know they do have a huge fan base behind them. Abyss of the Sacred Beasts, speaking of which, Melfi, God, mommy. I thought this was a fan translation when I first saw it. What a ridiculous card. Again, only in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Beasts again. Invoked. Oh, hell yeah! Ragged Records of Rights. I very much need this for the Light and Darkness Ritual deck. Reveal a ritual spell in your deck, grab any monster that mentions it, and in the case of Ritual of Light and Darkness, or I guess it's just Light and Darkness Ritual now, that's all of them? So this is just a full-on starter. Hell yeah, very pleased with that. Another new normal monster. Yeah, normal monsters still have a lot of appeal. I really like the look of this one. Again, working on something, and this is definitely going into it. Stay tuned, I guess. Lane restriction. Clown Crew finale. Not too shabby so far, not too shabby at all. Obviously, I'd love to hit one of the big pickups, you know, your Starlights, your Overframes, but it's naive to go into something like this expecting to get it. I'm more than anything else, I'm just here to have fun. Phantom Knights. Mortalux Heraver. What do you do? If a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard except during the damage step, you can target one of them, attach it to this card. That is actually quite nice graveyard interruption. Viable in some metas, maybe. Cool. Was not on the lookout for that one at all. Mixusia the Confounder, Mishusha, I have no idea. Angeleki, Phantom Knights, Shamanite, Shaman Knight, still mad about that one. Next up, Summer, Phantom Knights, Superconductive Plasma Blast, Sacred Spirit Sword Awas, S-Force Nightcatcher. I have no idea what this does. I'm certainly not planning to play S-Force. Melfi, Gamma Summon, this is for the invoked stuff, which again, I might do that. New Trap Hole. When a monster effect is activated on your opponent's field the turn, your opponent has special summon, destroy it, and then you can destroy adjacent stuff. Doesn't seem very powerful enough to just generically slot into decks. I would love to play a Trap Hole based archetype, if only such a thing existed. Lane restriction. Summer. Getting close to the bottom of our first quarter here, still plenty to go, still one secret rare to pick up. Can you pick up Overframes or Starlights in addition to the two secret rares? I don't actually know. There's my other Light and Darkness ritual. I think you probably need to play two in the pure version, at least I think most people are. In the hybrid version, the Dark Magician one I'm planning on eventually playing, you do have the option to cut one because the new Chaos Archfiend card does tend to shuffle it back in. Awas, this is invoked. Yeah, maybe. I am getting a fair amount of invoked cards here, and I do like them. Power Patron, Imposter Shift, Clown Crew, normal stuff. Okay. Oh no, I munged this one up a little. Come on. There we are. Don't damage the corners. Not that I particularly care about keeping my cards in super good condition. They are meant to be played. Glitch Clutch Null Gainer. Ray Rage. More invoked. Can't complain about that. Melfi. The three champions of Sword Soul. Hell yeah, I definitely need this one. If this is synchro summoned, you can add one level 4 or 8 spellcaster monster whose attack equals its own defense from your deck or graveyard to your hand. They left that so open. You can play it obviously in like the branded Dogmatica kind of stuff, but you can also fetch one of the new cards that's in here. There's so much crazy stuff you can do with that card. And again, if I do end up playing the branded Ritual of Light and Darkness, I think they do use that, or at least some of them certainly can, and I will likely end up playing it fairly pure. I really tried to make Dark Magician Ritual of Light and Darkness work before the new support comes out in September, and I tried so many different combos and so many different ways of looking at it, and I had to come to the conclusion there is just no reasonable justification for playing this over the branded version or over some of the other versions. Dark Magician at full power goes crazy, but we're not there yet. We got Tribute Summoning, we got shuffling stuff into the deck. That is an extremely Clown Crew card. Melfi, Angeleki, Fire Phantom, Blitz Click. Last pack of the first quarter. More Light and Darkness Ritual. Definitely do not need 3. Phantom Knights rank up magic, but you know, it's a common, so you're certainly going to get it if you open 2 whole boxes. That's the main reason that you buy singles if you actually care about just filling your decks out. But again, launch of a new channel, I'm here to have fun more than anything else. Not necessarily with the Blitz Click cards, though. What are these? Are these mechanics or something? They've got kind of like a vaguely Mad Max post-apocalyptic thing going on with frilly umbrellas in this case. I don't know, it's a cool playstyle. I like the notion of locking yourself out of the extra deck in exchange for just crazy destruction effects. I do really like destroying cards. That's always been one of my favorite effect types. But those more just sort of plain looking human archetypes never really stand out to me. You know, I like my spellcasters, I like my dragons. Yes, that is very much my early Yu-Gi-Oh! Nostalgia coming in. I'm not nostalgic for all of that series by any means, but I certainly am nostalgic for Dark Magician and Red Eyes. But to be fair, I like spellcasters and dragons and other forms of media as well. What is this? Theorealize Past Low. If you control an Archmage, Doom Zed, or Elf Note thing. Okay, so there's like their lore stuff going on right now. I can't say I'm particularly interested. Thought that might be my secret slot for a second, but nope, we still got room to go. Foolish Trap Hole. Shaman Knight, Rage. Yeah, it's crazy how Konami absolutely struck gold with the branded lore stuff, and then they've kind of been chasing that ever since. They've gotten, you know, in the ballpark, I guess, with Cash Tira and Tearlaments. People really have a fondness for that, busted or not, but branded is still around. They're still going with it. Summoner of the Sacred Beasts. Another extremely sick looking card for an archetype I'm simply not going to play. But yeah, it does look very, very cool. S-Force, Angel Eki, Blitzclick, Phantom Knights, Invoked, Sorcerer of the Swamp. Still on the hunt. Spiritual Power Recovery Potion, Sacred Spirit Sword, Grey Layer, Abyss, Skull Archfiend of Chaos. There we go. What a cool card. I love this thing. This is a huge part of why the strategy works at all. It's the main thing that you add off the Mind Shuffle, and then you pitch it with the Mind Shuffle, and then it fetches your ritual spell and your ritual monster, and then you can do it again on your opponent's turn. I think you do need to play 2 of this because you can also add it to your hand on your opponent's turn. You can add any Light and Darkness card, but if you don't add specifically another Skull Archfiend of Chaos, you don't get actually go up in card advantage. So if we're lucky, maybe we'll get another. This one also really is great in terms of recycling your cards. Yeah, because you can summon it from your hand or graveyard by shuffling 3 cards from graveyard or banishment back into the deck as long as one of them is related to the archetype, and that includes your opponent's stuff. So in, say, Dark Magician version, you can shuffle back in your own Soul Servant if you've banished it, that kind of thing. And then if you're facing something like Branded, you can shuffle back your opponent's fusion monsters. Like, it's just a crazy, crazy good card. I am very pleased about that. Summon Skull is also still, to this day, one of my favorite cards. Me and my brother originally each bought 1 pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Metal Raiders, the original run, and we opened them up, and I got Summon Skull, and he got Heavy Storm. So obviously that is just permanently tattooed on my brain now. Ooh, and it's permanently warped my sense of what it means to open a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because it's like, hey, this opening foil stuff is easy. Alistair the Reminiscent. Man, this box is really pushing me in the Invoked direction. This is a really cool card too. He looks amazing for one thing. He special summons himself if you have a spellcaster or a fusion monster on the field. No, not even on your field, on the field. And he's a searcher, so obviously, as you'd expect, extremely important. I think I might end up making Invoked now. That's a good step in the right direction for sure. Fire Phantom, Power Patron, Garden, Sacred Beasts. So I guess that means I've used up my secret rare slots for the Ritual of Light and Darkness stuff, but Invoked would definitely be in second place. Again, I don't know if I can also pull an Overframe or a Starlight on top of that. We'll see. Obviously, the odds are not particularly good for getting that anyways, but I guess because that's most... Oh! Well, that answers my question. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, I love cardboard, man. This is a new type of Starlight rare, I know that, and it looks insanely nice. I'm so happy with I can't express, like, this means so much more than it should. I know it's shiny cardboard, but oh god, man. In case you doubt my commitment to Celtic Guardian, I own all of them. I do have some beef here though, because the original Celtic Guardian is an earth monster, but then Celtic Mystic, the retrained version, is a light, and that makes sense. It goes in the Light and Darkness ritual deck. But then Blackluster Soldier is an earth monster, and its retrained Light and Darkness ritual version is still an earth monster, and that means we can't play Dominus Spark, and that makes me mad. If you're gonna be faithful, everything should be earth. If you're gonna be thematic, everything should be light or dark. That's all I'm saying. Still, I was kind of having an internal debate where once I get the Dark Magician version of the deck up and running, I'm not sure whether Celtic Mystic slots in or not, because it does conflict with your Magician's Rod normal summon. But what choice do I have? I feel like I just need to play this, right? Oh my god, I'm so happy. It helps that this is just a crazy good card too. Graceful Charity attached to a body. That's not even an exaggeration, that's literally what it does. Angel Eki, Gamma Summon, Elf Notes, Angel Eki, Blitzclick. Okay, we can stop here and I'll be perfectly happy, but of course we're not going to. We're not even done the first box. But surely there can't be anything more huge in here, so I will speed through it a bit. Superconductive, S-Force, S-Force, Invoked. Hey, you know what? That's no Starlight Celtic Guardian, but that is another push towards Invoked. I really might need to make that happen. I wonder if you can play them together. You probably can. More labbing for me, not that I'm complaining. I like labbing. I'm probably going to be making some videos about some of the labbing I've done with certainly Dark Magician, Ritual of Light and Darkness, and there may well be Invoked sneaking their way into. But yeah, no, seriously, if you're not familiar, once the new Dark Magician stuff comes out, it goes just dummy hard with the Ritual of Light and Darkness stuff. What do we get? Chaos Mystic Box. I'm not sure about that one. Yeah, a lot of Ritual of Light and Darkness decks. Light and Darkness Ritual, I need to remember to say the new name. Don't play any of it. Some of them even cut Chaos hats. You can special summon this from your hand by returning 1 or 2 monsters you control to the hand. That sounds clunky, but obviously you're playing this in a deck where that gives you an advantage of some kind. If it's special summoned, you can reveal any number of monsters in your hand with different levels, then target that many face-up cards your opponent controls, negate their effects. So that's a reasonable going second effect, I guess. Again, sounds clunky. If it's destroyed by card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can add it to your hand. Interesting. I have no idea whether this card has application or not. I haven't looked into it at all. I've heard nothing about it, which kind of makes me think no, but you know, I haven't been paying attention to everything going on. Getting low, first box coming close to the end here. Phantom Knights, Glitch Clutch, Gray Lair, Fallen Paradise, Green Blitzclick, more Blitzclick. Yeah, this is going on eBay. I'm sorry, again, I know it's a cool strategy, but it's just not for me. I don't like the theming. Thunder doesn't really do all that much for me. Final 4, Invoked, Melfi, Abyss, Melfi Rabbits, Melfi Rabbies, sorry. Look at these guys, they're just happy to be here. Mystical Beast, Clown Crew, Elf Notes, Thundercrash, Snarecrow, Invoked. And then there were 3, Invoked, Summer, Melfi, Sacred Spirit Sword. Oh! Oh my... What the hell is this box, man? Oh my god! Oh my god! Sleeve now. Okay, so this is the best box I've ever opened, and it's not even in the ballpark. I'm so happy I decided to film this. Oh, what a kickstart to the channel. Honestly, I really like Yu-Gi-Oh's basic card design, and there are plenty of overframes that I have no interest in owning. The only one that I've ever picked up is Dragoon because that's just such a special card. But you know, these guys are a little bit different. They're one-ofs and they're blue, so that's a different color than everything else in the deck, at least for the most part. In the Dark Magician version of this, you do run Illusion of Chaos, especially when Cyber's Contract Witch comes out. So these are the only full arts in the entire game I was kind of torn on, and I guess my choice has been made for me. I certainly need to play them. I am so happy I decided to go through with this. I was originally thinking I had until July to get everything set up, but I phoned my local card store just asking about that, and they're like, oh yeah, no, we have them in now. Like, you can come by today, and it's like, oh no, I'm not actually ready, but I guess we're just going ahead. I totally forgot there was more in this pack. Normal Monster, S-Force, Power Patron, Angel Eki. Okay, 2 more packs, and I'm just gonna speed through this because there's nothing else. Like, there can't possibly be anything else. We've tapped through all the good luck. I would have been extremely happy to open those across both boxes. Like, that would still be an incredible unveiling. Let's go, Gray Lair. Possess Destiny win? 1 spellcaster plus 1 win. So there probably is something you can do with that. Imposter Shift, Distrust Paranoia. I will say this is a very funny trap, if nothing else. Like casual 4,000 summon, why the hell not? Angel Eki, Foolish Trap Hole, Sacred Beasts. Last pack, box 1. Fallen Paradise, Spiritual Power, Glitch Clutch, Abyss of the Sacred Beasts. Mind Shuffle! Oh my god! Dude! This is the best box ever. This is the best box ever because this is the beating heart of the entire Ritual of Light and Darkness thing. Each turn you get to add a card from the archetype to your hand, then pitch one that's yours and your opponent's, and if you add the Archfiend, then it discards itself, and then you can go searching for your stuff, and you can do that thing where it just loops the big ritual monsters back to your hand and puts the other one out over and over and over again. It's such a cool strategy. Again, Magician of Black Chaos and Blackluster Soldier, I'm not actually that nostalgic for them. I like Dark Magician specifically, that's my thing. I like Red Eye specifically, that's my thing. I do really like Summon Skull, but I'm not playing this for nostalgia value. I'm playing it because I really genuinely think this is such a cool playstyle. Let's click. Lane Restriction, Garden of Talstones, Phantom Knights, Fallen Paradise. Okay, on to box 2. Part of me just wants to stop the video here because I can't do that again. Like, the good part's over. But nah, you know better than that. On with the show. The heart of the cards has blessed me today. I'm asking for nothing. Everything else here is gravy, and honestly, it would have been gravy if I'd pulled less than that. Sacred Beasts, Chaos Mystic Box, Sacred Beasts, Ray Rage, Griffo! I'm so happy I decided to do this. What can I say? This is an incredible searcher for the deck. You can quick play it on your opponent's turn, and then you set your mind shuffle up, and then you can even potentially get going on your opponent's turn if you have like specific other cards in your hand. But because it's a quick play, it's also a searcher that completely beats Stroll. And it even has the original Karibo effect, which I'm sure does come up from time to time. Blitzclick, Thundercrash, Snarecrow, Invoked, branded thing, Sacred Beasts, Chaos Mystic Box. I'm honestly a little scared of the precedent this is setting because, again, this is the first video ever on the channel. I very, very rarely ever let myself open boxes. I'm riding as high as I think I can possibly ever ride opening cards again. I wonder if it's just all downhill from here. But I'm just gonna bask in it while I can right now because I'm having such a good time. Garnet Talstones, Gamma Summon, Blitzclick. And hey, we do still have 2 secret rares to pull here. I need Black Chaos. I need the Blackluster Soldier, although, again, if I pull the original version of the Blackluster Soldier, I feel like I have to upgrade it into an overframe at this point. Like, my mind's been made up for me, right? Celtic Mystic, we got the basic version, awesome. So obviously it's no Starlight, but I believe in the certainly branded version of Light and Darkness Ritual, you do need to run 3 of this because this is your normal summon. Part of the reason people like the branded engine so much is A, it's the branded engine, and B, it doesn't take up your normal summon. So I think you can do a full playset of Celtic Mystic. And then obviously sometimes you do special summon it anyways, but that's certainly on the table. And I'm not planning to pick up 3 Starlights of that, so 1 Starlight and 2 Supers will be just fine by me. I just keep hitting, let's go again. Chaos Mystic Box, Sorcerer of the Swamp, Light and Darkness Ritual, Prohibitive Power Patron, Alistair the Reminiscent, it's pushing me towards Invoked as well, all the Spellcaster stuff. I think I gotta do Invoked as well, again, Heart of the Cards just leading the way. Stealth, Lane Restriction, Foolish Trap Hole, Melfi, there we go. Phantom Knights, Glitch Clutch, Greylayer, Fallen Paradise, Vikram the Divine Spirit of Artifice, more invoked stuff. Well, I don't know whether you need 1 or 3 of this card because I think it is searchable. It's a crazy good card, I know that. Shaman Knight, Angel Lucky, Blitzclick, more. Invoked, Melfi, Abyss, Sacred Beasts released. What do you do? Grab 3 Sacred Beasts, then discard 2 cards. Damn. And then on turn 3, it follows up with even more. Damn, that's awesome. I love the look of this card too. I have such a soft spot for when cards are on cards. I don't know why. Because, you know, Magic doesn't do that. You're supposed to be playing as a wizard, and then in stuff like Pokemon, obviously that's based on other properties, whereas Yu-Gi-Oh, the cards are always front and center. That is the entire point of the franchise. That's part of why it's still my favorite. It's just, it's so pure in a way that obviously isn't a detriment to others necessarily, but certainly speaks to me. Whisker Blitzclick. Again, I'm not really planning to play Blitzclick, but if I remember right, this is kind of the boss monster of the archetype because obviously they can't have extra deck boss monsters if they lock you out of it. I hope whoever buys that second hand from me is very happy. Thundercrash, Snarecrow, S-Force, Stealth, Angel Lucky. Still 1 secret rare to go here. What happened? Oh no, what have I done? I've literally never seen that before. Ray Rage. Power Patron, Greylayer, Abyss, or Awas, Divine Spirit of the Law, more invoked? Okay. Yeah, I think my mind's more or less made up at this point that I am going to be doing invoked stuff. Angel Lucky, Foolish Trap Hole, I'll at least give it an honest look. I haven't like done a crazy amount of research into the new cards yet, but what I have seen looked interesting, and they are spellcasters, and I did do a bit of digging to see if there was a way you could maybe use them to be able to bring out the new Ritual Magician of Black Chaos guy, then banish him for the Dark Magician of Destruction, and then maybe use the invoked stuff to get the Dark Magician of Destruction shuffled back into the deck because they do have some fusion summoning mechanics that can do that. I didn't have a ton of success with it. Oh, that's success. So I only need 1 more of those now because I think you definitely do play a full set of them. There's just a full-on starter, but yeah, for the invoked stuff, I could technically make it work, but it was extremely clunky and fragile. It didn't seem worth it to me. Phantom Knights, Garden, but I'm sure there is some other stuff you can do with them. S-Force, Chaos Mystic Box, Melfi, Invoked. Ooh, more Sacred Beast stuff. Again, I will give it up. These are extremely sick looking cards. You know, I like the look of this one specifically enough that it almost starts changing my mind a little. It's got a search effect in your hand, that's nice, but it doesn't actually get you card advantage, and then its on-field effects actually kind of suck. One thing I've heard Magic players talk about on some of those crossover videos is how they don't like how Yu-Gi-Oh cards are often just sort of disposable pieces, which I honestly, I get that. And I think that one is making a good case study for it, because it is a huge, really, really cool looking card that I kind of get the impression you're just supposed to use as a little piece of your engine and is never actually going to see play, or at least not in regular commotion, or at least I could be wrong about that. And now we have the Chaos Magical Hats. This is another extremely cool part of the Light and Darkness Ritual deck. It's got that old Magical Hats effect where you take one monster related to the archetype and then you just grab some spells and traps from your deck and they all become face down monsters that your opponent has to try and get past. Again, I know a lot of people playing this deck are deciding not to include this card, and I certainly don't think you would include it in a hybrid build like the Dark Magician one, although maybe, I don't know. It's such a fun card that I would feel really sad about not being able to play it. Melfi, Thing, Angel Lucky, Blitzclick. Last pack of the third quarter. Melfi, Phantom Knights, Summer, Light and Darkness Ritual, Angel Lucky, Destrier. Yeah, that's a nice looking card too. Mystical Beast, Imposter Shift, Angel Lucky, Blitzclick. Getting into the final stretch here, and I, again, have no right to complain about anything after that first box. This one so far has been much more tame. I do like the Alistair pull for sure, but I can walk away right now and be very happy. Everything else here is a bonus. Melfi, Hideout in the Sky, Kulam. Okay, yeah, that's right. It's the Blitzclick field spell. Angel Lucky, Thunder Crash, S-Force, Elf Notes. Still hunting for our last secret rare. Phantom Knights, Grey Layer, Sacred Beasts, S-Force, Melfi Rabbies. Hey, I like these guys. Power Patron, Distrust, Ignihorse Dragonus, which is a sea serpent for some reason. I'm just realizing that now. I love how it even has the old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Just like disgusting wall of stuff behind it. We are now in the top 10 packs. Abyss, Melfi, Sacred Beasts, Invoked, Summoner of the Sacred Beasts. Again, such a cool looking card. By the way, I'm sorry that I'm slow on the alignment for some of these. Because of the way my camera setup is, there has to be a bit of a delay when I'm doing video game stuff, and that means when I'm looking at the monitor, it's honestly pretty hard to line these up in frame. Yomagna, Stealth Anticradle, Lane Restriction, Clown Crew, Abyss. 9, Sorcerer of the Swamp, Fallen Paradise, Spiritual Power, Phantom Knights, Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Light and Darkness. What do I do? What do I do? Because it's really cool to play cards that you pulled from packs yourself. Oh no! Now I almost wish I hadn't pulled the full art. No, that's a lie. I definitely wanted to pull the full art, but I should be very excited. This is a great pull. This is a fantastic pull. I don't want to say I would be happy with this. I am happy with this, but oh, it's put me in such a conundrum. And you know what, to be honest, that is triggering a bit more of a flood of nostalgia than I was expecting. I do like the Blackluster Soldier, it's just no Dark Magician. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck because how cool would it be to play the cards that I pulled myself for the first video on a brand new channel, but on the other hand, not having a matching set of these, having one full art and one regular, would drive me up the wall. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. I certainly can't complain about this box either. Alistair and Blackluster Soldier as the secret rares. That's awesome. 8, Summer, Phantom Knights, Superconductive Plasma, Sacred Spirit Sword, Mind Shuffle again. That is all the Mind Shuffles that you need because you do play 2 of them. Not necessarily in the Dark Magician version because you have Illusion of Chaos that can shuffle it back if you draw it in your opening hand, and Illusion of Chaos is also going to be searchable, but certainly for the pure version, if you only play 1 and you draw it, you're kind of screwed. Of course, you could put 2 in your deck and draw both of them and then just still be totally screwed and have put another brick in your deck for no reason, but that's card games. Yeah, 1 is just way too risky though, so certainly until the Dark Magician stuff comes out, I am definitely going to be playing both of those. 7 packs left. Power Patron, Light and Darkness Ritual, Blitzclick, Chaos Mystic Box, S-Force Mystify. I don't know what you do, I don't play S-Force. Power Patron, Imposter Shift, Clown Crew, Horse. 6 packs left. Glitch Clutch, Spectre, Invoked, Melfi, Witness of the Ancient. What are you? You can place up to 3 synchro monsters with different names from your extra deck and or graveyard in your spell and trap zone as face-up continuous spells. So this is just Angel Lucky support. I don't even know why it doesn't have Angel Lucky in the name. Okay, cool. I have actually gotten a decent amount of Angel Lucky stuff at this point. Thunder Crash, Snare Crow, Gamma Summon. Top 5. S-Force, Melfi, Phantom Knights, Melfi, Clown Crew Dristy, if you want to get silly with it. Melfi, Angeliki, Fire Phantom, Blitzclick, Final Four, Light and Darkness Ritual, Phantom Knights, Summer, Superconductive Plasma, more Blitzclick. Again, I hope whoever buys this is happy with it. Phantom Knights, Angeliki, S-Force, Guy. Seriously, what on earth are they expecting us to do with that name? Mixusia? Mishaushia? Never change. Yu-Gi-Oh! 3 to go. Invoked, Fallen Paradise, S-Force, Prohibitive Power, more Blitzclick. I hope whoever buys it is very happy. Stealth, Angeliki, Distrust, Blitzclick, top 2, and I firmly believe that the last pack never has anything good in it, so this is my last chance to make it big. Not that I can really demand that after the day I've had. Melfi, S-Force, Blitzclick, more Sacred Beasts. Again, an extremely cool looking card. Those are some big old claws. Elf Notes, Talstones, Foolish Trap Hole, Shamanite. And you know what? I'm so firm in my theory that I think I'm just gonna stop the video here. Now we're gonna open it. But you see, now we set up that I either pull something fantastic or I'm right and smart. Invoked, Sorcerer of the Swamp, Glitch Clutch, Melfi, Invoker, you know? Does that make me smart or not? S-Force, Angeliki, Blitzclick, Phantom Knights, Invoked. And that was my box opening. Thank you for watching. This was potentially the most fun I've ever had opening cards up for many reasons. Now I just need to figure out what the hell I do with these guys. I think I have to get the overframe. There's no getting around it. This looks so much better than I expected it to. I did see previews for it, but the previews don't fully do it justice. This is just such an insanely good looking card that honestly somewhat single-handedly flips my mind around on just what overframes can do. I still don't really plan to pick any others up. Like both the new Big Dark Magician cards coming out I know have overframe versions, and I'm not gonna get them. I don't really find a lot of appeal in running 3 of overframes. I think they just look strange in a deck that mostly does not have overframes, but again, these guys are different. They're one-ofs and they're ritual monsters, so they have a distinctiveness to them. So yeah, I think that is what I'm gonna end up doing, but part of what I wanna do with this channel is put some Light and Darkness ritual videos on it, so hey, keep an eye out for that and you'll be able to see for yourself. What a way to start the channel off. I was not expecting to have to debate whether I do a big ol' face for the thumbnail. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for the thumbnail for this. I've never made a Yu-Gi-Oh video before. One thing I do know is that this was a great time. See you in the next one.